Alright, Apple has recently released their new generation of their AirPods Pro headphones, the third one. And so I went straight ahead and I ordered those because I was using the second generation for almost like 2 years and I was really happy with those. So I didn't even really think about it. I just went in and I ordered the third one. And I have them right here ready to be unboxed. I also have the second generation, so I would like to also show you the differences a little bit. So let's get into it. Alright, so let's just not waste time and I'll go ahead and open the box right away. I'll put the old ones to the side. Okay, so their typical packaging. Don't need that. Okay, here is the case itself. Right away, what you can notice is the indicator. It's not present, but I think it's just the LED is right like below the plastic or something, so it should still shine through it. The old ones, as I said, they have the pairing button right here at the back of the case. On the new ones, you should be just able to open the lid, and I think you could hear there was like a sound or something. So that's how you get it into pairing mode, but again, you don't really need that unless you're pairing it with a different than Apple device. One other change you can notice is that the new ones are slightly bigger, or at least the case is slightly bigger. When I put them side by side, there is a slight, but I guess noticeable difference in the case size, especially like this. When I put them like this side by side, there is a noticeable difference there. All right, so let's take a look how the individual earphones look. You can see that when you open the lid, the LED is actually below the plastic, so it's not typically visible, but after you open it, it's visible. It's not that different. There is actually two reasons why I'm looking forward to using those. One reason is that they have heart rate tracking. I can show you where the sensor is. It's right here. The second reason why I'm quite looking forward to using those is that the third generation should offer better noise cancelling capabilities. Apple claims it's supposed to be 2 times better than the previous generation, which I don't really know how they quantify it, but I think there should be a noticeable difference. So I'm definitely looking forward to testing that and seeing if there's actually a noticeable difference. Another improvement that they made is that there should be better water resistance and dust resistance. I don't think I really had an issue with that. I was not really like going to swim with them or anything like that. I think the previous generation had IP54 and the new one is supposed to have IP57 rating, but again, I didn't really have an issue with that. The last thing that they were supposed to improve was the seal that the earphones make when you plug them in the ear. Essentially the material, like the silicone-ish thing, it's supposed to be improved, or there should be an improved version of that, probably with some other material. You can see that here on the left is the old one, on the right is the new one. And I'm not sure you can really see the difference well, but the new ones, the new in-ear, whatever you call that piece, is smaller and it's much more rigid than the old one. The old one is bigger, but it's much more rubbery and much more compliant. Another thing that they did is they put now 5 of these adapters, 5 in total for here, and there is a 5th pair on the earphones. Alright, so I have the new headphones here and I'll just show you how the pairing is. I think it's going to be quite similar or the same as with the other ones, but just for the sake of completeness, I'll try to pair them. Okay, it recognized. Connect. There is a difference. You can feel the pieces in your ear, they're much more firm. I don't know what's your guys' experience with this personalized volume. I sometimes found that I was just listening to music and, for example, after some time the volume was just getting much lower. I guess that's how it works, but it didn't really work for me, so I'll turn that off. This is the heart rate functionality here. As I said, it was like super easy as with the other ones, nothing different there. Also, if I'm not mistaken, the audio quality should be better. I think they're using some better, algorithms or something. The chip is the same one for the earphones or EarPods. I think it still uses the H2, I think is the name for the chip. but the chip inside of the case is new. I think it's the new U2 or whatever they call them. So it should have like improved capabilities for the Find My functionality. I'll try to just play some music and see how that feels, if I notice any difference. Alright, so sound test. I've tried both. I have the new ones here, I have the old ones here. I've actually tried different ear tips for the new ones, just because the feeling inside of the ear was just a little different. So I was seeing if I can find better fitting earpiece, or however you call that. At the end, I settled with the ones that was already there, the medium one, and the sound difference wasn't that significantly, better. First, I thought it was worse. Then I noticed that I really have to stick the earpod inside of the ear much more firmly than the second generation, which I guess helps with the retention, like it doesn't fall off as easily. Again, no noticeable difference, perhaps marginal. I was trying to listen a couple songs and maybe it was better. I'm not sure it's enough to justify the purchase. Alright, so for the noise cancellation, it's slightly more noticeable than the difference of the sound. I wouldn't say it's twice as good. I wouldn't say that. Probably, I don't know, probably not even 50% better. I would say like 30% maybe. Again, depending on the sound characteristics that you're trying to cancel out. I tried white noise, essentially like a fan, which the new generation cancelled more of the annoying noise and just let more sound that it's easier to just forget about, I would say. So that was for the fan. I tried playing music on a different source and just trying to see which pair of earpods will cancel it the best way. And again, I think here, yes, probably the newer ones can cancel it better, but you will have to push them in your ears much more firmly than the old ones. Then I just tried some knocking, hitting wood sound thing. And there, I think I could see clear improvement. Hitting wood, knocking door. Yes, and the sound there was much more reduced. One more feature that they've added is this live translation feature. It's supposed to, help, for example, when traveling and so on. So I'll be definitely testing that, and I'll definitely make a video testing that. So subscribe so that you don't miss it. All right, and what's the final verdict? What do I think? Is it worth it? Not 100%. I'm still not sure whether I keep them or not. I will see. I'll, listen to more music during the, week or two, and then, I'll see if, I return it or not. There is marginal improvements. Of course, there is this heartbeat, heart rate monitoring. And for the noise cancelling, I guess if you're trying to pick a new pair, you will probably go for the third generation already. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you find it at least a little bit interesting, or it helps you decide whether you should purchase the new headphones. And hit the bell, subscribe, because I'll be making the live translation video, so hopefully you will also find it interesting. So thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.